Asia Wilson has had the most difficult season of her career. She couldn't get the credit she deserved because Caitlyn Clark showed up. Have we not done enough to celebrate Asia Wilson? Have you contributed to her life being 10 times as hard?
Well, I mean, look, I want to be a little sympathetic towards Miss Wilson. After all, for the first time in a long time, people were actually watching her play basketball. So that added stress of the much bigger audience.
WNBA viewership is on fire, but behind the scenes, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Players are talking about a toxic culture that's pushing away some of the biggest stars. Let's break it down. The league just had its best season ever. Can you believe it? 21 regular season games hit over 1 million viewers. That's insane. And Caitlyn Clark? She's been a rookie sensation. She broke the single-season assist record with 337 dimes and scored more points than any rookie ever.
Caitlyn Clark is a phenom, that's a terrific player, and was a huge benefit to women's college basketball.
The fans are loving it. But here's the thing. While everyone's cheering, some players are feeling left out. Why are the biggest stars feeling pushed away when things are going so well? It doesn't make sense, right? This toxic culture thing could be a real problem. If the WNBA doesn't fix it, the future of women's basketball might be in trouble. And that's something we need to talk about. Remember how I said some stars are feeling pushed away? Well, check this out. We've got 2 players who just had mind-blowing seasons, both unanimous picks for top awards, but only one of them is feeling the love from the league. What's the deal with that? And why is it causing such a stir in the WNBA? Let's talk about Caitlyn Clark and Aja Wilson. These two are absolute beasts on the court, breaking records like they're going out of style. Clark? She's a rookie sensation. She dished out 337 assists this season, shattering the single-season assist record. And that's not all. She scored more points than any rookie ever. The fans can't get enough of her. On the other side, we've got Aja Wilson. She's making history too. First player ever to score over 1,000 points in a season. Can you believe that? She's averaging 26.9 points per game. That's insane. Both of these players are at the top of their game, no doubt about it. You'd think with stats like these, the WNBA would be all over both of them, right?
Caitlyn Clark is the show. Caitlyn Clark is the reason everyone tunes in.
Well, here's where things get weird. Clark and Wilson both got unanimous AP Player and Rookie of the Year awards. They're both breaking records left and right. But the way the league and fans are treating them, it's like night and day. Clark's getting a ton of attention, and she's definitely earned it. She helped the Indiana Fever make it to the playoffs for the first time since 2016. That's huge, and she's super humble about it too. She said, "This recognition wouldn't be possible without an incredible group of teammates and coaches. Gotta love that team spirit." Wilson's not slacking either. She's leading the Las Vegas Aces to a strong position in the league. And she knows how much work it takes. She said, "It means a lot. The preparation you put in, the approach I set myself up for this season. Both players are giving it their all. No question." But here's the thing. While Clark's getting all this love, Wilson's facing some serious scrutiny. And it's not just her. There's this whole vibe in the league that some players are getting pushed aside, even when they're killing it on the court. It doesn't make any sense, right? This isn't just about 2 players having different experiences. It's showing us that there's something off about the WNBA's culture. You've got these incredible athletes breaking records, bringing in fans, and making the game more exciting than ever. But behind the scenes, it's not all smiles and high fives. You know how they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, that's not the case for the WNBA. The cracks in the league's facade are starting to show, and it's not pretty. Why are some of the biggest stars feeling like outcasts in their own sport? And what does a mysterious figure known as Dolores have to do with it all? Let's talk about this toxic culture everyone's whispering about. It's not just locker room drama. We're talking about a whole vibe that's making some players feel like they don't belong. And guess who's getting the worst of it? Caitlyn Clark. Yeah, the same rookie who's breaking records left and right is facing some serious heat off the court. Former players and insiders are speaking up, and they're not holding back. They're saying there's a culture in the WNBA that's pushing certain players to the sidelines. It's not about how well you play, it's about fitting a certain mold. And if you don't fit, well, good luck. The atmosphere in the league is getting tense. Players and fans are using words like angry and bitter to describe what's going on. It's like there's this dark cloud hanging over the court, and it's affecting everyone. Now let's talk about Dolores. No, she's not a player, but she's making waves in the league. She's tight with Aja Wilson, and she's got a reputation for stirring up trouble on social media. She's going after critics left and right, and it's not making things any better. But here's the kicker. It's not just random trolls causing problems. Some big names in the league, coaches and players included, are kind of backing this behavior. They're not saying it outright, but their silence speaks volumes. It's like they're giving a thumbs up to all this negativity. You'd think the WNBA would want to shut this down, right? I mean, they just had their best season ever. But instead, it feels like they're letting this toxic culture grow. And that's bad news for everyone. Think about it. If fans start feeling unwelcome, or if they see their favorite players getting pushed aside, they might just tune out. And that's the last thing the WNBA needs right now. All right, let's flip the script. What if the WNBA could turn its biggest weakness into its greatest strength? Imagine a league where that toxic culture everyone's talking about becomes the catalyst for real change. Sounds crazy, right? But hear me out. The WNBA's got a golden opportunity to rewrite its playbook and come out stronger than ever. But it's going to take some serious teamwork and a whole lot of courage. Are they ready to make the big moves? Let's break down the game plan. First up, we've got to tackle this toxic culture head on. No more sweeping things under the rug. The league needs to lay down the law with some strict codes of conduct for players and staff. We're talking zero tolerance for bullying, discrimination, or any of that negative stuff that's been going on. It's time to create an environment where everyone feels respected, no matter who they are or where they come from. But it's not just about rules. The WNBA needs to start celebrating diversity like it's going out of style. Imagine campaigns that highlight players from all backgrounds, sharing their stories and showing off their unique talents. It's about making sure every player feels like they belong, whether they're rookies or veterans, star players, or bench warmers. Now here's where things get real. The WNBA needs to open up and be honest with the fans. No more hiding behind PR statements. If there's a problem, they need to address it head on. Show the fans that they're listening and taking action. It's all about rebuilding that trust. And get this, what if we paired up veteran players with rookies in a mentorship program? Think about it. You've got experienced players showing the newbies the ropes, creating bonds across different generations of players. It's like building a family within the league. That's the kind of supportive environment that could really change the game. Picture this, a WNBA where every player feels valued, where fans are excited to be part of the community, and where the focus is on the incredible talent on the court. That's not just good for the players and fans, it's good for business too. More engagement means more success for the league as a whole. But here's the million-dollar question. Is the WNBA brave enough to make these changes? It's not going to be easy. It's going to take time, effort, and a whole lot of commitment. But if they pull it off, man, we could be looking at a whole new era for women's basketball. All right, let's wrap this up. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of the WNBA. Record-breaking games, toxic culture, and stars feeling pushed aside. But here's the thing. We can change it. The WNBA needs to step up. No more hiding from problems. They've got to celebrate every player, not just the chosen few. And us fans, we've got a job too. We need to speak up when we see something wrong. Support the players who are making the game better. And keep pushing for a league where everyone feels welcome. You know what they say? The future of women's basketball is in our hands. Let's make it a game where everyone wins. That's not just a catchy phrase, it's our mission. So let's get to work and make the WNBA the league we know it can be.